My customer just came out, handed me this bag of dinner. Today we're just going to talk about some equipment, give you guys some ideas, maybe for next season, and let you know what my thoughts are. Good morning, everybody. We are trying to get caught up on our mowing, and so we're working in my neighborhood, and I thought I would take a quick moment here and go over my Gravely a little bit. A buddy of mine asked me to do an update video and said, hey, talk about your Gravely, let us know how it's doing, how many hours you got on it, what do you think, you know, give us some pros, give us some cons. And that was a good idea. So you know who you are. Thank you, buddy. I do appreciate you and your comment, personal, private comment, whatever. So that's just what I'm going to do. So let's talk about this machine real quick. Again, this is the Gravely. It's the ZTX 42, 42-inch zero turn. I really upset a lot of people when I call it commercial, but it's not commercial. It's the way my dealer explains it is it's entry-level commercial in that it has a fabricated deck and it's got 3 blades on there and it's got a huge opening. And that's the big thing about this machine. It's got a huge opening. So when you go back and you watch this video mowing tall, thick grass, you see that grass just shooting out of there. It doesn't slow down, so it's awesome. That's the best thing about it. It has the Kohler 7000 series. It's a 24 horsepower, and that's really seems to be great for this machine. It's working great. Do I wish it had more power? No, not really. No. I can't say that I wish it did. Am I happy it has a 24? Yup. Would it be as good with a 22? Not sure. I think this motor is awesome with this deck. Would it be just as awesome with a stamp deck with their lesser line, just the ZT 42, or what's also called the Ariens Zoom 42? No, I think there'd be a problem. I don't think the deck would process the clippings and shoot it out as good. I think you'd need more power. This is a fantastic combination. Very little maintenance done to it. It burns very little oil. I very rarely keep oil. In fact, I bought this quart of oil probably 2 weeks ago. Damn bugs. And I'm keeping it around, and I still haven't needed to put it in, although we also haven't worked because of the rain and the hurricane. We currently have 230.0 hours on this thing. 230 hours, 0.0. So that's pretty good. It's got quite a bit of hours on it. I'm just now, I believe next month is going to hit 12 months, so that gives me 12 more months of warranty. It's unlimited hours and 2 years. That's commercial, residential, it doesn't matter. That's this mower. And there's a douchebag that wanted to argue with me and said I'm giving misinformation. Go read the website, and it's straight from Gravely. If you got a dealer that's not honoring it, that's your problem. But here I am in public saying 2 years, unlimited hours, commercial or residential. That's what this machine is, like it or not. That's it. I mean, the tires are still like brand new. I mean, look at the threads on that thing. They're still like brand new. Full season, 250 hours or 230 hours. We'll have close to 300 by the end of the season. It's dirty as hell. I was asked, do I wash my machines? No, I blow my machines off usually after 3 or 4 yards. I'll leave my machine out, I blow it off, make sure nothing's stuck in the pulleys underneath the deck and stuff like that. I never wash my machines, never. I just don't see the reason to. As long as I can blow it off. I mean, I might barely garden hose it once in a while, but other than that, no need to. There's no need to wash the grease out of anywhere. I mean, it is a lawnmower, it's not a car, so I don't really worry too much about that. Take a look underneath the seat. Let me show you guys something real quick. There is your battery, and there is your access point for messing around with the deck. So that's how you get to all that. The fuel can comes, or the fuel tank comes with a little window here, so you can see I'm right here. So we still got a lot of fuel in this baby. So that's kind of nice. And the machine itself, let me show you guys something. I'm going to take the brake off, but I'm going to show you something. Let's just pretend that I just got stuck. Let's pretend the machine's stuck. And this is something that I really like about a lightweight zero turn. Let's just say that I got stuck in the mud. That wheel's stuck a little bit in the mud, all right? Take the brake off. You can pick this bad boy up and swing this baby around and put it back down, no problem. And I'm not a very strong guy, okay? So you can get yourself positioned with these, you know, these compact zero turns for doing a lot of houses and stuff like this. Fantastic machine. I paid $3,500 out the door for this. I highly, highly, highly recommend this machine for anybody who likes zero turns, okay? Right here is called dump valves. If you take this and put this here, and you come around to this side, and you put this here, sometimes it'll go in, sometimes it won't. You can then free roll. Oh, I got the brake on. You can free roll the machine. You see? See how I can free roll it? Those are dump valves. So that's something to think about when you have hydros. Just so you know, a lot of people don't even know their machines. I just thought I would share that with you. And then it's locked back in and it's ready to rock. If you ever do those dump valves and forget to take them off, or you know, engage it back, when you go, you just won't have anything in the stick, and then you'll be like, oh damn, the dump valves. And I shut the machine off, put the dump valves back on, and then I go and I'll mow again. So if that ever happens, trying to think what else. That's about it. Top speed on this thing was 6.7 miles per hour, and which is really, really fast for me on residential lawns. I mean, that's just cruising, man. I usually mow probably about 4.25 miles an hour at the fastest. It's a very light mower, as you see. You know, you can just pull it, but let me also show you guys its maneuverability. Lightness, maneuverability, those things do help, especially when you're doing a lot of residential yards. So another thing about this machine, this is a 5x8 trailer, very small. Now the thing about this trailer, and this is not a review of my trailer, but the thing about this trailer is it has the V nose. So you do get that extra, you know, few feet there inside. But if it was to go straight across, you got this 5x8 trailer. The 42-inch fits nicely in the 5x8 trailer, and maybe this will show. There's just enough room up there for a push mower, and what I do is I turn it sideways and break the handle down. Now you could back this machine all the way up into that V and then put your push mower here in the front if you needed to. But I don't, because I don't like to have to touch my push mower all the time, so I usually just leave it. Maybe that showed in the bed of my truck. But with a 5x8 trailer, you lose some space here, right here, and here with the door jamb. So, you know, you think, well, 48-inch will fit. No, a 5x8 enclosed trailer, you're very lucky to get 44 inches in there. So this is a 42-inch deck. And when I'm slid over, and that just gives me a little bit more room here. But when I'm backing in and out, it's a little bit of space on each side, just barely. So if you need to have like a 5x8 enclosed trailer, an open trailer is different now. An open trailer, you don't lose this. You don't lose this space right here. An enclosed trailer, you use that space. So when you're shopping for a mower, if you're shopping for a trailer and you need it like mine to fit in the garage for HOA reasons, or for theft reasons or whatever, you know, if you want a small enough trailer to fit in the garage but still something big enough to tote a machine, that 5x8 trailer is awesome, but you're not going to get a 48-inch deck in that 60-inch trailer. being 5x8. It's not going to happen because of the door jamb. So that machine does fit very nicely. It's one of the largest 42 inches that I could purchase. It's got a big motor and it's got the 3 blades and it's lightweight. So it's a compact zero turn that cuts like a really nice machine. So just a little bit more information to help you guys out. All right, so there's one more thing to discuss about the Gravely ZTX 42, and that's going to be after 230 hours, what has happened to this thing? What has gone wrong? Okay, a number of things has happened. One, I shredded the blade belt, and I don't think it was a manufacturer's issue. It was my fault, and I got videos that discussed how I did that. I caught one of the 3 blades on a berm, on like a dirt berm. And when it stopped that blade, I believe that the automatic tension pulley, that spring-loaded, ended up whipping. And it whipped the belt off because that pulley stopped, which then probably made the belt jump. It jumped off and shredded the belt. Had to put a new belt on it. That was one. That happened fairly early on in the season. That was my bad. I do have a spare belt in my truck box now. What else happened? The bolt on the starter for the little, I'm going to sneeze. The bolt on the starter came off the very top where the star wheel comes out and makes contact with the flywheel. That loosened and everything fell off on me one day. I have a video about that dating back probably 3 months ago. The thumbnail picture is me pushing the mower up into the trailer, and it says Gravely down, stress levels skyrocket. Awesome video. The guys at the shop took care of me with the warranty, but that did happen. It needs to be noted, you know, for whatever it's worth. And I shredded well, I didn't shred it. Helicopter. I broke the bead on one of the front caster wheels, and I mowed 6 yards, 3-wheeling it, and still came out awesome. And then, so I did buy some new wheels. They're down here somewhere. I got new wheels down there. Oh, they're right here, sorry. I bought 2 new wheels in case something bad happens. I want to be able to have the wheels on hand because they weren't stocked. So that kind of sucked. And then I just buy new blades as I need to buy new blades. I change the oil as I need to change the oil, the air filter, and that's it. So 230 hours, that is the extent of it. That's the extent of everything. It's been probably 11 months that I've had that machine. The seat is still like new. The paint is still like new. The tires look like new. So it's a very rugged machine, I can say that. The seat's not falling apart. It's not tearing my seat, my pants, my buttons, my phone holder. You know, things that are on my pockets, whatever, aren't cutting into the seat or anything like that. So it's pretty awesome. So, you know, and I'm not trying to give you guys, I mean, I'm pretty partial to this machine. I'll tell you right now, anybody that says, do you think it's a good mower? Yes, I love it. Should I buy one? Yes, you should buy one if it fits your business. If you got acreages, you might not want this mower. You might want to go get yourself a 52 or a 60 inch, okay? I mean, let's be real. You might want to mow 8, 9, 10 miles an hour if you're that wide open, you know what I'm saying? With bigger wheels, you can go faster and it will be smoother than smaller wheels. You know, the smaller wheels are going to hit every little dip and divot. Bigger wheels can roll right over them. So you can mow faster with bigger wheels. But if you're looking for a compact zero, if you're in this type of size that you're looking for, 42 inch, something like that, I would highly recommend this machine. I don't know of one that has a deck like this opening does, that just throws the clippings out, has 3 blades that just shreds leaves and clippings. That is so important, it really is. And it has that size motor. That motor is great. It's a fantastic motor. That 24 inch or 24 horsepower motor lined up with that wide opening, it's phenomenal. It really is. It does a fantastic job. And then, like I said in past videos, I paid $3,500 for that machine. I think it was like $34.99 plus tax. And I told the guy, hey, look, I'll give you $3,500 out the door. So you do what you got to do to make it $3,500. And we went for that. He went for that. I've had no issues with any of the hydros, with any of anything, and I still got a full year warranty on that bad boy. So But I'm not trying to say, you know, if you go out and buy this exact machine and you're going to be awesome. You're going to, no. If it fits your business, I highly recommend you consider this machine, or use some of these points that I'm giving you from learning experience and think about it in your next purchase. Big, wide opening deck. If you could find a mower with 3 blades instead of 2 in a 42-inch size, that's awesome. 2 is fine, but if you could find 3, that's even better in my opinion. And then, you know, that motor, 24 horsepower on that deck. If you can find things like that, good warranty, you know, put that to use. Maybe you don't have Grave, maybe you got Toro, and you can be like, oh, that's got that big old opening like Dan said. And you say, okay, well, it's a big opening deck, and then just start going down the line, man. You know what I mean? And then don't be afraid to wheel and deal. So that's going to close out this review and kind of talking demo of my Gravely ZTX 42. Hey guys, check out this new little purchase I just made. It's the Honda HR 194-HB, made in Japan. HB, right there. So that's the model. So all you Honda fans out there, I got a little research project for you. Tell me what the hell this is. It's got the Honda HR 194. It's probably a 120cc motor. It's got PX here. It is not self-propelled. It is completely manual push. It's got like what looks like 1980s bubble lettering up here. Crazy. Let me see what else. Height control. Height control. I don't know what this is. Independent wheel for height. Wheels are pretty bald. Don't care. The oil looked good. Started right up. Back wheels are small. It's not self-propelled. I guess for really thick yards you could open this up and let it blow out. Does not have side discharge. So basically this is just going to be a mulcher. I do not have the bagger for it. But this is just going to be a push mulcher, a backup to my TB360. But here's the deal, guys. Here's the deal. Let me see if you guys can see what's wrong here. I'm going to do this quick, because the oil is going to go into the carburetor. Let me see. Let me see if you guys can see what's wrong. Look underneath here. Can you see what's wrong? I'll give you a hint. Look at the blade. I'll give you another hint. It's upside down. So the guy bought this for $100 from a lady today. Realized it vibrated so bad he couldn't use it. Has another mower. He paid $100 for this and he paid $75 for another. He said, I'm going to keep the one for $75. You want to buy this? I said, okay, I'll give you $50. I'm giving him $50. I got to go walk it down to him right now. The blade's upside down. As soon as I put that blade on right, this thing's going to purr. It's going to purr. But who cares even if it doesn't? It's $50. So that's your that's y'all's homework assignment for today, okay? This is the HR 194. It's got PX on the deck, overhead valve. What else can I get you guys? 194-HB. What else might you guys need to know what this is? Okay, here's the engine model number. It's a Honda GV or GXV, Honda GXV 120-118 cm squared, right? That's or cubic 3, 118 cm. So I don't know. It's probably what 120 cc they call this thing. I really don't know. But that's y'all's homework assignment, all right? The first one to get it right, where the next guy comes along and says that guy's comment is right. That's exactly what it is. Gets to say that you got it right. I don't do giveaways. If you want to give away, go play the lottery. It's $1. All right, so there you go. So I just paid $50 for this bad boy. I'm going to straighten this blade out, and we're going to fire this bad boy up at some point in the future, and we're going to give this thing a little, what's the word I'm looking for? We'll give this thing a go. All right. I will talk at you guys later. Dinner from my customer. Ham, bone in,
macaroni and cheese with some diced tomato.